We just report on Wings when he does stuff, as does the New York Times. Okay, so
did you see that? I saw that, and I saw Wings
Times
talk about how he didn't like the New York Times take on him. And so here's the deal. I guess now Wings has been used as like they're using his picture and saying he's involved in all these current events. The Uvalde shooting was one of them. I think the Buffalo shooting was another. And they keep saying Wings was either involved or like a parent or a victim. Or whatever. Yeah. And of course, Wings has nothing to do with it. These are just trolls who drag his image into everything. And there was a brief moment where they tried to find the genesis of why Wings was targeted like this. And they're like, he said some things about lowering the age of consent and something else that I don't recall. But he's apologized for that again and again. He never meant it. He just was a shock jock on a podcast at one point. I saw that and I thought, they didn't do him wrong. He said a dumb thing. He apologized for it. It was a comedy thing. Move on. And 12 years ago, by the way. But Wings felt like they really did him dirty. I didn't see it like that.
Yeah, they did him really kindly. I think that look, it seems like he was the source of all their information. Think about that one for a minute. It's not like they went to his haters, or they'd have had a much more comprehensive viewpoint of like those things he said, because those guys, the guys who were like super into this, have debunked the like I was a shock jock thing, because they'll be like, here's where he said it when almost no one was listening. Here's when he like said it in private. Here's when he said the same thing to like a little group of people and not on the show. Whether it's Twitch or in a YouTube video or whatever, they'll do that. So like if the New York Times had gone to them, they'd have gotten us. It'd have been a really nasty article. They did him really kindly, and he doesn't know how to use.
I mean, I don't think he realizes the same kind of point I made on PKN. Patreon.com/PKA. Sign up for PKN. You get the early show, and you also get PKN, which is an hour-long show.
And you get
three of us retards do. And so check it out.
Don't forget about the Hangout. That's the best part.
And the Hangout's the $50 level. You get to join and watch all of us do bits and the rest of the folks who go in there. It's a bunch of fun.
The rest of the folks are the best part.
The rest of the folks are honestly the best part. It's very, very funny. The whole point with the Wings thing is this. Wings is merely the vehicle by which the story was told. They wanted to do a story on fake news on social media, and Wings is just the vehicle. So there's not a huge focus on him in that. There's really not. Like, it'll ask what it is, and he'll say stuff like, yeah, that's not true. I didn't say that, or they manufactured that, or I said a different version of it. But the bulk of the article, if you actually read it, is about the misattribution of sources and stuff.
Is this the one where people claim that,
but only in the context of how it pertains to him? I don't think they go.
No, in the context of how it pertains to the BBC, the CNN,
but how he's used to like.
Yes, but he is still the medium that is being used. It's less about him than his kind of avatar as a force doing this. Okay,
I read this as hey. Have you guys heard about the most interesting man on the internet? There is a buffoon in South Carolina. Yes, we've got a photo of him right here, and we talked to him today. And here's the nonsense that he gets up to. That's what it was to me. Because they talk about how like all the accounts that like call him out on Twitter, the like fake CNN accounts, CNN and Afghan and all that. Like they never said. Also, there's this other guy this happens to, or these other examples of it happening, and it was all Wings. It was all about medium. It was all about how it affected him. It
centers on him, story. But the key of the story are the ancillary bits, kind of sprouting off of him.
I disagree. It was to me, it was a biography of Wings of Redemption and how he, in particular, has real serious issues with the internet trolling him. That's 100% what it was about to me. They did stop and do a little bit of that. They mentioned that, factually, that people will see that he's a survivor and such, and they'll be like, aha, a crisis actor. They wanted you to know that, like, hey, this guy's not a crisis actor. He's not a monster. He's not a fraudster. He's just a guy who plays video games on the internet. And
that was covered in the intro. That was covered in the intro. And then
Kyle, I felt like article was about Wings. It wasn't about misattribution of sources. They cover that a little bit, but
no, I think maybe I'll reread and see it differently. But it seemed more to me that it was a story they wanted to tell, and Wings was a very convenient mechanism by which to tell it. And I fucking hate mainstream media and journalists. So if there was more to hate on here, in my eyes, I would do that. But I don't think there is. It's a pretty short
read. I have not read it. I just scrolled through it and reading the top lines of the first paragraphs. It does read. It's like a story about. It's a story about how Wings is being misidentified, but it's definitely towards more about Wings the person and not about misinformation as a source or as as a topic. I just think that he's got it.
I probably have the wrong read on it then.
In any case, we'll all agree that Wings is who's over there like banning anyone who says NYT, banning anyone who says anything about the interview is just like, what are you doing?
Missing an opportunity, right? It should be
huge opportunity.
Wings of Redemption now streaming as seen in the New York Times, right? That's what it should be doing, a 24-hour marathon stream right now where it gets up to 16,000 people and gets hopefully $50,000. And that's where he should be right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wish he was. We always have different objectives, right? I know being on Twitch is selling your mental health for cash. I've said it 100 times. Wings is like, no, I don't want to sell my mental health. There's only so much. I'm like, rebuild it later, Wings. This is an opportunity. Strike while the iron is hot. And he never does what I would have hoped he'd do.
I'm disappointed in him in that I went to Myrtle Beach. I saw how nice of an area. I have a lot of jealousy towards people who just were born near the ocean and just get to live near the ocean. It's cool.
All that crab. You just go out there and get it.
I would be 100% lying if I didn't say crab was a majority part in this thought. But I'm jealous of that. And so when I went to Myrtle Beach recently, I had a full, for Jericho's benefit, my wife and I, we had a full, she wanted to go to Universal and all that stuff. And that's not my jam as much. I've never been, but I didn't think it would be. But I've always told her, we'll go do that. So we made that vacation. But unfortunately, weather was so bad there. It was 7 out of 7 days would be thunderstorms. And so I just found last second before our vacation, what is the nicest weather of the beach we can drive to? And it was Myrtle Beach. That's got the most sun. Fuck it. We're going there. And as I was driving closer and closer to Myrtle Beach, I just kept thinking, where the fuck is Conway? I'm kind of excited. I'm not going to go to Wings' house or even try and find it. I just want to see where Conway is, in relation to Myrtle Beach. And it got to the point that I was 5, 6, 7 miles from the beach.
Yeah.
And I was I must have missed it. There's no way I must have missed Conway. Maybe it's down the beach a bit. No, it's there. Right fucking there.
Yeah.
On the beach.
Wait,
and I guarantee
on the beach, is it?
It's not on the beach, but it's
20 minutes.
20 minutes would be if he fucking took a razor scooter there. He could be there fast if he takes a car. And that's how close you are to the beach. And so part of me was dude, I get it. You don't want to take your shirt off or anything. I totally understand. But yeah, 10 miles.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Just go to the beach. That would be so living 10 miles from the beach in my head. That is so exciting and so cool. I would be getting seafood every day. If I'm bored, what do I do? Oh, I don't know. I don't live in Missouri anymore where it's just forests. I'll go to the beach.
I can't believe we never thought of this during all the weight loss bullshit shows where we'd sit here and pump him up and come up with a little idea. Oh, maybe boxing. Maybe you get a personal
walk on
trainer.
The beach.
Yeah, walk on the beach. Go swimming.
Or he could do aqua aerobics or something.
Not even just walk on the beach is 80% more difficult than just walking.
It's so true. It's the sand. Yeah.
I'm diet. You can't walk. That whole walking thing, the me of today is that doesn't lose weight.
It's mental stuff, though. No, that's mental stuff, though.
Yes. Oh, I'm with you. I was actually going to say the same thing. I sometimes walk. If I'm my mental health needs a boost right now, let's get walking. Skateboarding, same sort of thing. And walking's actually better. I didn't know it. It's a thing I learned way too late in life. But yeah walking is huge.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't hate walking, but if you're trying to lose weight, it's the kitchen. He would walk and come back and have a sweet tea.
Well, yeah. It's all calorie deficit stuff. But I was just saying, walking on a beach, pretty, not a lot of incentive needed, and it's exponentially more difficult than walking on flat ground normally.
But we all know what we would do if we woke up and we were 425 pounds. And it wouldn't involve some little 20-minute walks. Okay. It would involve a new lifestyle. You know, it would involve a Spartan lifestyle where you were like, I guess, yeah, I can walk 9 hours a day. If I get that desk that's yeah, I can get the walking desk and then I'll do my
standing desk, or at least
like a treadmill desk or something.
I have a standing desk and I haven't lifted it more than twice.
I do the same thing. I wouldn't change. I would try to eat right, and I'd lift weights. Is lifting weights the best way to lose weight? I don't know, but it's the one I'll actually do.
Yeah. From experience, no.